Hello, and thank you for accessing AILLA, the archive of the indigenous languages of Latin America. In the first part of this video, we will show you how to use the add function on AILLA's web platform. On the screen, you will see that I've already logged into my account and opened an existing collection. Please note that AILLA serves as a gatekeeper for collections. Users cannot create a new collection themselves. Only AILLA administrators can create a collection upon request. Collections on AILLA appear to owners as they appear to other users. An initial floating banner with the collection's information, and additional floating tables with the content and relevant information. If you are navigating a collection you own, you will see editing options appear at the top and inside these floating windows. To add a new folder, click on the purple Add Folder button that appears on the top left side of the folder's window. This will redirect you to the Add Folder options and settings. Here, you will be asked to fill relevant data and metadata about the collection. The fields that appear with an asterisk are required fields that must be filled to create a new folder. When adding information in indigenous languages, such as folder title, you must also select the indigenous language in which the information was written. If you cannot find the language in the database, please contact AILLA and we will add it. Once all required fields are completed, click Add Folder, and you will be redirected to the page of the newly created folder. If you don't have information about the indigenous language or description, you can skip it and change it later. Just like the collection website, this page has floating windows with information about the folder, the collections, and sets. Sets are the second level in the collection hierarchy in AILLA's structure. To add a set, you click on the Add Set purple button that's on the top right corner of the set's floating window. Once again, you will be asked to fill different data fields about your set or files. This time, the form also asks for information about the contributors of the collection and their roles, as well as, if applicable, the organizational contributors. If you don't find the organizational contributor on AILLA's database, please contact AILLA. You will then be asked about access to your collection. You can set specific restrictions on who is allowed to view or download the files in this set. When unspecified, the system automatically assigns login required type of access. Lastly, you will also be asked to add files to your new set. We recommend you start with just one unique file and then add more files once your set is created. When adding a file, the window extends for you to add a specific metadata about the file. Please consider that the name of your file will be the name associated with it in AILLA. Once you have completed these fields, click on the Submit purple button on the left-hand bottom corner. You will receive an automatic confirmation email. Once your set is created, you can continue to add more files by clicking the Add File purple button that's located on the Files floating window located under the Media carousel. When clicking on this option, you will be redirected to the Upload a File option. When you click on it, you will be asked to select the file you want to upload and asked to fill the metadata fields of the file. Sometimes the system will take a brief moment to process the uploaded information. When this happens, you can refresh the website to see the updated version. Now we will show you how to edit the metadata for your collection. We will start from the collection we have just opened. To edit your collection, go to the pencil symbol located on the top right side of the first floating window in your collection. Next to it, you will see a big purple button that reads Publish AILLA Capstone Demo. And right next to it, the status of your collection, which in this case is draft. Please consider that whilst your collection is in draft mode, you will be able to delete any media files, set, or folders. However, once your collection is published, you will lose the ability to delete any content and will only be able to edit the metadata. Clicking the pencil symbol will redirect you to the editing options for your collection, where you can change the required metadata, such as title, description, contributors, languages, countries, and details. Once you have changed the information, click on the Save Collection purple button located under the editing options to the left side. To perform changes on your folder's metadata, you will have to open your folder by clicking on it in the folder's floating window. This will open up the folder website. To edit the metadata, click on the pencil symbol. This will redirect you to the folder metadata options, where you will be able to change the information in the required fields, like title, description, languages, and location. To update your changes, click on the Save button at the end of the fields on the left side. To edit your set or add more files to it, you will need to open up your set by clicking on it in the floating window that appears on the page of your folder. You can now see that the media carousel has loaded our files, and we can preview them from here. The first editing option is the one that applies changes to the set, and you will access it by clicking on the pencil symbol on the top right side of the highest floating window. This will open up the Edit Set option for your set. Here, we can change the required metadata fields for your set, like title, description, contributors, details, and access. To save your changes, click on the Submit purple button located at the end of the page on the right side. For individual file changes, you have to navigate through your set and go to the Files floating window under the Media carousel. The Editing pencil symbol will be in the Actions column. Clicking this option will open the File Editing page, where changes can be made to creation date, place created, source node, media content type, original medium, languages, and rights statement. Once again, it is important to remember that deleting files is only possible when our collection is in draft mode. Publishing the collection will only allow the user to edit the content, but not to delete anything. To publish your collection, the platform will ask you to confirm by typing the word publish in uppercase. Thank you for watching this instructional video. Please navigate through our YouTube channel to find more tutorials on how to use the different options in AILLA.